Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Maz and Sack episode 15. We've been on a hiatus, and we're going to talk about that today. If you are a fan of Seinfeld, the show about nothing, this is our show about nothing.
Hey, there you go. I like that. It's a little,
Yeah,
little Seinfeld hook. Yeah, fuck yeah. I
yeah.
didn't even think of it that way. Dude, actually, something funny about Seinfeld. I can actually talk something about Seinfeld. Um, I don't like Jerry Seinfeld. And
Really?
I have literally never liked Jerry Seinfeld. And I finally heard a TikTok the other day of a dude about my age. And it was like, it was stitched to some millennial, like younger millennial, whatever, talking about how hilarious Jerry Seinfeld is. And it was this dude just kind of ripping on how that's a boomer way of thinking because our parents liked it and wanted us to watch it with, like, I had to watch it. And I didn't like it. I never fucking found him funny. I never fucking found his style of comedy funny. But he did just give a commencement speech, and I don't know what university it was at. And he talked about, comedy needing to be able to hurt people's feelings a little bit, like, because that's what comedy is for, like being able to laugh at life and the ridiculousness of it rather than taking it too seriously. Anyways, it was a good speech, and I liked that. And I tried to watch Seinfeld when it was on Netflix or Hulu, one of them, I don't know, and I can't do it. I don't find it funny. And I grew up during that era, so it's not that I don't get the references or like why they're dressed goofy or whatever, but like I just don't find it funny. And George Costanza as a character is probably the sorriest excuse for a fucking human being. Like he's so awful. And if you put that character in an HBO show, he would end up being a serial killer. Guaranteed.
And you want to be my latex salesman?
I'm just saying.
You didn't get the
Seinfeld.
reference, I
No, I
guess.
didn't. No, not at all.
Oh,
Not at all. I'm telling you, I can't get through it. I did watch Friends all the way through because like my wife hounded me for that one. And I've actually watched that all the way through twice. And the second time, I don't think I laughed once. The first time, for some reason, I found it very charming. And I was like, okay, I get why people like it. But it was like the nostalgia of looking at Jennifer Aniston back when Jennifer Aniston was like a haircut that every other woman had to have. And like, same with Courtney Cox, like it. So, like the nostalgia of it, I could watch it and laugh. And Matthew Perry is fucking hilarious. I don't care what he's in. I've always enjoyed Matthew Perry. Um, but the second time through, oh my God, was it insufferable. Like I just, it's not funny. And they were icons, but that's all it's worth to me.
that show definitely doesn't hold up today.
Mm-mm.
I've seen reruns because what is it on TBS every day or something, and
Dude, I
it
don't know.
really isn't funny. But Seinfeld, I still chuckle.
TBS.
Um,
See, now you got me on something else, bro. See, you already got me fired up onto something else. So you sent me the thing about fucking Hulu and fucking the big bundle that Netflix is going to jump into or whatever with
mhm,
Universal and all
yep.
these like and you brought up TBS and it's like I don't know what's on TBS because I haven't watched even like the last time I had anything even close to cable was YouTube TV, and that was a long while ago now. That was like a year ago. And so I haven't watched anything like that in fucking forever. And it's like they're just trying to rebrand cable. Like it is so fucking infuriating. And I think we've talked before, even on here, about how like they've added commercials to like Netflix and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And you got to pay more to not have them. Hulu's always been like that. I know they just added it to Amazon. Um, and everything else, Paramount, all those are all commercial ones, right? So
Hmm.
we're
Yeah.
right back. We're right back to fucking cable, fucking
It
commercials. You got to pay for all this shit. You can't just pay for one thing. You got to pay for all of them. It's fucking cable, dude.
It's fucking disgusting too. We had Peacock, and then you had like there's an option. I think if you get Showtime with Peacock Plus, then
Mhm.
the ads go away. But I have Showtime on my Direct TV, so I don't pay for that. And now I have ads, and I shared my account. So the people I share my account with are like, why do I have commercials now? Like, why don't you pay me for it, and I'll get
There
the
you go.
complete
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. No shit, right?
what
Like, why don't you buy it and get the no ads, and I'll watch yours?
yeah, like
No, I mean it's so weird. It's so weird to see that they like I don't know how they pull it off. Like I have to imagine that maybe I'm the old guy that's like out of touch to the point that I think younger people that are coming into an age where they're making money, which they're not. Like if we're being honest about today's world and what the dollar is worth in America, like they're really not. And I think a lot of people are starting to speak with their dollar a little bit more. I think this is something that's gonna fucking hit these people right in the fucking nose, because the only thing they can count on is that there's no other way for people to absorb and enjoy media anymore, because all the physical shit's been, you know, taken or not really taken. I mean, people have physical shit, but it's being hoarded. I'll tell you that. Like, there are whole TikTok channels where people are just live all day, and people will name movies and they will go on their wall and pick that movie out, no matter how fucking obscure. And there's multiple of them. And it's like, so yeah, these are the people that are buying this shit off of Whatnot from people like me. There you go. Right? Maltese. Oh, dude, that movie is so fucking solid. I love old movies. I told you we just watched fucking Gone with the Wind the other day with the kids.
there
Dude.
was a time about a year and a half ago that was at Walmart, and then Walmart pulled it because of obviously the racist stuff.
Yeah,
And
people
that was
got mad.
like the DVD was going for like $150.
Yep.
So let's keep on this physical media thing.
Okay.
If you go on Best Buy's website right now, you cannot buy one movie. If you go on Target's website, I believe they've started pulling them from stores, and their website is shrinking. So you can only go to Amazon and Walmart right now to get physical
Mm-hmm.
media. I mean, obviously you have Bruv and Hamilton Book and all that stuff, but
Whatnot.
whatnot. But as a result,
Whatnot.
the prices are rising again. So you get a
I
new
know.
movie out, and it's like $30 for the 4K. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? We're back to square one.
Well, and yeah, 100%. And the thing to me is I don't even have a reliable physical media player. Like I was thinking about that today because I went to Goodwill just to look around at some shirts and shit because I want to refresh a little bit of my inventory and get back on the grind a little bit. Winter took a lot out of us. That's a whole other conversation. But winter was rough for the resale business, especially when we had gotten almost 100% into doing storage units, and winter killed that here in Wisconsin because you just can't get to them, and like it's a fucking nightmare, and it's fucking 30 below zero. Anyway, I digress.
I have something else to go with this weather, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna rebuild. Like we did our big yard sale and unloaded a bunch of stuff, so we took everything down and we're rebuilding. But anyway, I went to Goodwill, and what the fuck were we talking about?
You were
Oh,
talking about your
there,
physical media player that
there
you
was a
don't have.
DVD player like in a fucking box, like an old school like that you would have bought from Best Buy back in the day, and it was an old one. It had the real thick door, so when it
Mm-hmm.
opened up you had to like put it in the tray. It wasn't like one that you pushed in or whatever. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It was an early
Absolutely.
model DVD player,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like $75.
for a DVD player.
Yeah, for an old DVD player, dude. Like, no shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, because like people couldn't, and I'm sure that you can go to the back of Goodwill. Like, this is probably because it was a nice model or whatever. You could probably go to the back and you can find the shitty DVD players that you could buy for $25 at Walmart at one point. You know, you can probably get those for cheap, but they probably don't work. You know, I guarantee you that big rig fucking works. That thing fucking probably hums like fucking
The
nothing
thing,
else.
the thing now about Goodwill is I've seen online. I watch a lot of people thrifting and stuff like that on YouTube. They're going by eBay prices,
Yep,
so
they're
that
starting
could be
to.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, they are St. Vinny's by us. It's St. Vincent de Paul is like
Hmm.
a Goodwill, but it's like a, you know, it's like a step up, I guess you would say, as far as like how they choose what they put out, and they price shit up all the time. Shoes, dude, they put out nice shoes. Like, they don't put they put out like almost brand new high model shoes, but they will charge you 50 fucking dollars for them. And that, I mean, I'm not saying that's like
Hmm.
ridiculous, but it is like a reseller price. You know, Plato's Closet, they go above eBay prices. Like, if you go to look at shoes at fucking Plato's Closet, you can probably get them cheaper on Whatnot or eBay, to be honest.
It's wild. Like
It is. It
I was
is.
reading an article the other day. I have an Oppo. I don't. Do you know what an Oppo
No,
is?
I don't know.
So I had the 4K Blu-ray player, and Oppo wasn't sold at like Best Buy. You could get it directly from Oppo, and it came in a big box, really padded. It had like its own carry bag. Like
Oh
it was the
wow.
high end. I think they were about $500. I
Okay.
sold. There's an art. This article stated Oppo ceased production about 2.5 years ago. Now these bastards are selling for 2,500 for a 4K Blu-ray player. Like
Dude, I believe
they
it. I believe
they
it.
have a excellent up conversion with DVDs, but 2,500. Like I'm like, should I sell mine?
So and here's an added layer to this. I was just thinking about how back in the day, like on the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, I actually bought the HD DVD player, the external. It was an
Mm-hmm.
external add-on that you had to buy, and it played the HD DVDs. So I had a collection of those. I
And
wish I
it
would
came
have
with the
held on to
movie.
those. Oh yeah, yep.
I have a
And,
bunch actually.
and a coupon to get like 5 free ones, which
Yes,
was
and it was
fucking
like
awesome.
Troy,
Hmm. King
Goodfellas.
Kong, King
Yes, King
Kong.
Kong, Peter King's King Kong.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Peter Jackson, bro.
Mm,
Don't
that's
besmirch Peter
him too.
Jackson, bro. Dude,
Yeah, the Jack Black King Kong.
like, you don't know how heavy Peter Jackson fucking walks around in my house. My you If you start slandering fucking Peter Jackson, my boys are gonna come down here and get pissed and start.
Peter Jackson just walks around dick flopping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like, for filmmaking, like he's very high on the list for
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
twins.
He puts out some good stuff, but
Well, I mean, he made the greatest trilogy of all time,
what trilogy is that?
Lord of the Rings, obviously.
All right, folks, that's the end of this podcast tonight.
Wait. I mean it. Like, we can do this. We can fucking start rallying off trilogies, and I'll like, you ain't gonna beat Lord of the Rings, dude. Especially the extended editions. You're not gonna, like, from because the first thing I'm gonna do is like coolness factor. Okay, maybe Lord of the Rings isn't your thing, you know, elves and other languages and
Hobbits.
shit. And the fact that if you watch the extended editions, they're over 4 hours long, that type of thing. Like, I get from an objective, you know, or from a subjective point of view, like, I accept that. Like, you don't have, like, but if we start talking about just trilogies of movies, the first thing I'm going to bust it down for is cinematic value, because the cinematic value of those movies is just so fucking high, dude. It is so fucking high. And you like good quality images and sound. Like those movies on a huge TV with a great sound system would be fucking amazing.
That's
Like
I was reaching down because I think I have them in my bin down here.
yeah. Dude,
I heard the new Dune is like reference quality. Dune 2.
I've heard that too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um
I've heard that too.
they just re-released one of the greatest trilogies of all time on 4K about 2 weeks ago. Uh Oceans, what, 11, 12,
Oh,
and 13. Um I love those movies, and
it's a good trilogy. I mean, I'm not like it's
but
inconsistent, but it's still very entertaining.
$56. Like where do these prices come from? Like they've been released on DVD, HD DVD, Blu-ray, now 4K. Like that's like a
And
$40
streaming,
set.
and I
Yeah,
mean streaming,
every
you can
day.
probably find them fucking streaming. They're probably like fucking $15 for all three of them on Apple TV right now.
I guarantee you, if I go digging like my garage and my movie bins, I have the HD DVD set, I have the Blu-ray set. Like
I
I'm
just
not
I
paying $56 for it. I was gonna pay 40, and I did a final offer, or a best offer on
Mhm.
eBay. It was closing in 4 hours. The guy came back and it was like $2 more than I wanted to pay, but I was at work, so I didn't get it. So then he relisted it. I sent the same offer that he offered me, and then he tried to go up $7. So I sent him a note and I declined it. And I was like, "You just lost my business being a dick, pal." Like,
Good. No, good for
fuck
you.
you.
Like good for you. I got to be honest, good for you. As a seller, like as a legitimate, like that's what I care about is the seller end of it. Like I don't buy a lot and I'm not flipping shit. Well, technically I am, but like I like that. Like if because I won't do shit like that. Like I won't play games with it if it's a reasonable offer. I tend to let things go for prices that I never fucking should, and it doesn't fucking
Mhm.
matter because like I mean if it's a disrespectful offer, I can be a little like no, like I'll meet you halfway from your offer to what the original price is, and I do a counter offer, but like it's not going to be like if they're trying to get 20% off, I'm not going all the way back to 5% off in my counter offer. I'm meeting them halfway every time
I
because
saw
it's just
something. I saw something on Twitter yesterday. This dude tried to buy a $40 card, and I think he offered 35, and the seller offered 39.99.
now that's just being petty.
Right, like
That's what that is. They want their $40 for the $40 card.
that's
So
eBay nowadays, though. Like
oh
it's
yeah, dude.
garbage.
Well,
So
and
you were,
I can speak to that just a little bit too. Part like so is Amazon because
yeah, I don't do that.
people got into the business of going on Alibaba, fucking buying
How?
2,000 units of something. Yeah, buying like 2,000 units of something, having because they'll put graphics on it for you. Like you can order them with a name on them and everything else. So they just get a fucking name put on it and then they go upcharge it by 300, 400% and sell it on Amazon. So then people are getting shitty products from Amazon now. And it's like there's a lost faith, which there should be, which is why I went into the secondhand market because I think that's the way shit should be being done anyway. Like you know, for all the talk about paying more into taxes so that billionaires can fly their private jets and tell us we're destroying the planet, I'd rather just keep shit out of a landfill and stuff that has much better quality that's been on
Right.
this planet that's already like had a journey of its own. You know, now you can put it into your life and you can be like, okay, like, and I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but if we start thinking like that more often about more things, like we wouldn't have so much. Like shit can't just be viewed as disposable, man. Like it's just not the way we can like can't do that shit.
But
And yeah.
in our current society, like I sold televisions probably 15 years ago.
Okay.
You were looking at like a 55-inch TV for 1,500 to 2,000
Mm-hmm.
for like the flat screen, you know.
Yeah.
But now you're looking at like a 55-inch for like 250. So it is disposable.
Yeah.
Everything has a cheaper part and everything's
Yep.
garbage. It's designed to last
Dude,
2 years.
dude, I still have a 55-inch Samsung curved screen, the OLED or whatever.
Mhm.
Like, it's old now, but it's still fucking gorgeous. And it
Yeah,
was, it was the step down, the model down from the top model. And I think it was like 1800. And it
yeah,
was, and it's still, and I bought the soundbar, the curved soundbar to go with it. Like it's still my main TV. And I like, I don't want to have to buy if I like I've bought a couple of other ones here and there, but it's like they're trash. They're
right.
absolute
Yeah.
fucking trash.
Like I only buy the LG OLEDs. We bought one. I bought one right after I started my job, so that's about 8 years ago. It's in the master bedroom now, but there's not a dead pixel on that thing.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
it's perfect. Got the soundbar
Yeah.
built in,
Oh,
top
that's
of the
nice.
line. If you
Fuck
buy
yeah.
like top of the line stuff, it's gonna last. Like
Yeah,
don't buy the
100%.
Black Friday shit that's gonna be around for 2 years.
See, but like, okay, so that's another thing though, because the market like fucking died for this shit. Like, I went into Target the other day. Our Target was taking all the TVs down from the wall, and I was like, oh, well, maybe they're just like changing up the order or whatever, putting up different ones. No, they were pulling down the brackets. They were
Mhm.
pulling like all the wall brackets down, and I was like, they literally just remodeled this place 2 years ago and built that whole section up back there. But who's buying this shit? Who who
Nobody.
is who is buying this shit right now?
Every
Like the
televisions are designed to be grab and go now.
yeah,
They put a box out on a shelf and you take it.
it's so weird to me. And like it's not weird to me in the typical like 80s. I remember playing Nintendo on a black and white TV that we had to dial in. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And that's not a
Yeah.
joke. That's not hyperbole.
No, they had
I
knobs and
did
you had to
that.
turn them. Yeah, it was a good time.
So like and it was still cool that that TV existed in my grandparents' house for us to watch something different than the adults were watching. And yeah, now at this point, I'd rather buy a fucking computer monitor than a TV. Like I would
Yeah.
rather just buy a computer monitor because how much of my media time, if you will, am I through a computer anyway? Like what like and I can watch all if I'm gonna do nothing but streaming, I can watch all that shit on my computer. Like I don't know, man. Like it's weird, but at the same time, it's that last push before you know goods just no longer exist.
Well, we're not gonna at this rate. We're not gonna be able to afford them either way. So it
Exactly.
doesn't matter. Like, but my mom, she bought a Sony Bravia 30 years ago. Like it was top of the line. I got a Bears Chris Zorich jersey with it.
Nice,
Uh,
dude.
but the thing weighs probably 400 pounds and it still works.
I have a Samsung like that. It's got the huge border around it.
The bezel, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all like it's not aluminum. It's like, the thinner not steel, but you know what it is, like on the back. And it's heavy as fuck. It takes two
Yeah.
people to fucking
Two
carry it.
people. Yeah.
But my boys use it for the old school Xbox because the AV inputs, like
Yeah.
a lot like some new TVs don't come with AV inputs. Not every TV we have. So that is the one problem I do have with that TV that I have, which I was talking about, the Samsung, is that I bought it in one of the years where you had a transponder that plugged into the TV. So the TV itself has no physical HDMI outputs or anything like that.
Yeah.
That is
That
the
hurts your
most,
picture quality too.
oh
Because it's
my
wireless.
dude. It's not wireless. It's wired in. Like
You're plugging it into that box, and that box is going to the TV, correct?
yeah, but the box is plugged into the TV. So it's still
Oh,
running
okay.
it
So it's
through.
essentially a receiver
Yep.
plugged into. Okay.
Yeah, and there's like 4 HDMI cables and like the audio cables and shit like that. But it does hurt the picture quality. I'm not saying you're wrong. It does.
Well, there was a year that they did those wireless.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
That's what I thought you had.
no, but the thing is, I have a bunny, right? And my bunny fucking chewed through the fucking cable for the box to go into the TV. So this TV was basically disabled, and I went online looking for the cables. Holy shit, dude. That took a while. Yeah. $185, I think it was, or something like that. Like, oh my god, dude, I was pissed. I was so, and that it was just for the like, because you have to buy the whole thing. Like, yeah,
Right.
So mad, so mad.
Yeah.
God damn it. No, but where were we? That killed it. That was the moment, dude. We fucking hit it. Like, we hit the ground running, just kind of like into the thing, and then I finally just killed it with that one because I just told a story of how my bunny pissed me off. Fucking bunny.
It's okay. Do you want to hear a story about eBay and PS3?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So when did the PS3 come out? Like 2009?
Wait. I got fucking lost. Let me finish this real quick because you just brought up the PS3. That's what I was saying. So the PS3, the PS4, the Xbox 360, and then we started talking about HD DVDs, and then we got off on eBay, right? So what I was trying to say is right now, my main gaming system, the one I have plugged in my bedroom, which is why I call it's my main, is the Xbox Series 1S. I think it is Series S.
Long rectangle gimmick.
Yeah, it's the digital only for the new series. So it's the digital only. So I don't even have, like, I have nothing plugged in my house other than a PS4, which I wouldn't even really use that for a Blu-ray player. Like nothing. Like nothing. And that it's wild. It's wild. Okay. eBay. Go.
Okay. I bought a PS3 maybe a year or so after it came out.
Okay.
You have to, before you can play a game, it has to do the system update. That system update took 16 hours to do because you had slower internet back then.
Oh yeah.
So I did that. Then I pushed the game in, maybe Killzone or Resistance or something like that. And then that had to have a download. So I was like, fuck this thing. I'm selling it on eBay. Sold it on eBay to a person in Canada. Had all the tracking numbers. Person in Canada refused delivery at door because they had to pay import tax on it because it went to Canada.
Oh my god, dude! Come on, they had to have known that. They had to have known that.
It gets better. So then, now I used this thing for a day and a half. That person said that I masturbated all over it and put pubic hair all over it. So they wanted a return. And eBay let them return it to me, which was fine because I had their 30-day receipt. So they sent it back to me with the car drove over the box.
Oh my god, dude.
And then I just took it right back to GameStop and got my money back. But that is the level.
Wait. Hold on. How did you take it back to GameStop and get your money back?
It was within 30 days.
Oh, dude. That's pretty fucking awesome, to be honest.
It
You
was
got
awesome. I got it back on day 28.
Oh,
right from the post office right to
oh my
GameStop.
God, dude! They
Because I
have
didn't
to.
know if they said that I beat off and put pubes all over it. What did they do to it to send it back to me after they drove it over with their car?
I kind of figured they were going to have. I thought you were gonna say like that. That's what I thought the ending of this story was. That you opened it
No.
up and there was fucking jizz stains all over it and fucking pubes and shit. Because
No.
like if you're gonna accuse somebody of doing that, but you're sending it back, that's kind of like your free ticket to go ahead and
Mhm.
do that thing, you know.
Mhm.
But I like your
I never
ending
knew.
better because they just ran it over with a fucking truck like a bunch of Canadian hillbillies.
Like, what the fuck?
God damn it! What are you doing?
That's the epitome of eBay. So
Yeah. Okay. So
it's
I
terrible.
have. I at this point I have had. I don't know. So we're about to hit 90 stars. So like that's the level, right?
You're a young buck on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But it hasn't been. I mean, there have been a couple of wild experiences where I've just been like, I don't think this this brain's person. See, exactly. I don't think this person's brain functions like properly. Like just because the way they approach it is so like as the kids would say, out of pocket.
Okay.
No, but like other than that, I've had the majority of interactions that I've had have been positive, you know. Like you get the general like people yanking your chain a little bit where they come in and ask questions and they have no intent of buying, or you know, they're going to try and get you to give it to them for 15% of what you're asking, shit like that. But that's to be expected. I mean, you literally couldn't run any business at all that dealt with public service or selling or something like that without having people that have no intent of entering into it with good faith. You know what I'm saying? Like they go into it in bad faith. They come into it to start shit.
I
You
can give
know?
you a perfect friggin' example.
Okay.
During COVID, I sold the WrestleMania box set 1 to 14. It had the disc in the top, and there were like 3 different booklets with
Yeah,
4 of them in.
I actually sold mine too during that
I
time.
got $250 for it. It
I got
was
like
some guy.
185.
It was some guy in Reading. These were mint.
Oh mine were pretty fucking good. Did you still had the film cells and stuff in them?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So this fucking guy, he lives in Reading, Pennsylvania. Let me see his freaking name now, because he had to change
Oh
it.
no,
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
god, no!
Oh.
I remember, dude. I remember this fucking story. No,
Too
no.
sweet me bra is his name now. Piece of shit. Fuck you.
Wait. Hold on. No, no. He's not a fucking dude. Is he a young buck? Did you get fucked over by a young
Oh,
buck?
I might have.
Dude, that's
So
where this feud fucking started, bro. They came after you first, man.
this piece of shit. So
Fuck.
right after he bought it from me, it was like a Sunday. I always listed my stuff on Sunday nights. That
Okay.
Friday, he sold volume 3 or volume 4. He sold mine and then sent me back his broken one. Said that it was damaged. You motherfucker. Fuck you. Fuck you. You piece of shit.
I don't think I've
If you see this,
Dude, this is episode 15, and that is by far the most expression you've given on camera. That is the most animated you have been up until this point. Right now, on the 15th episode, right there, it'll be another 15 episodes before you see this man get that fucking angry and put that much emotion into it. He fucking means it. He fucking means it.
Fuck you, too sweet me, bro.
No one's gonna too sweet you, brah. No one's gonna too sweet you.
No, because they all suck cock.
Fucking A, dude. By the way, I thought it was kind of cool that AJ declined to too sweet fucking Cody at that. I know we've already talked about it, but like it's just coming back to me. I saw a TikTok today, speaking of wrestling and TikTok, because I got to be honest, like that's really the only way I'm getting any interaction with the outside world at this point. Because we are in hunker mode here. I don't know how else to put it. It's mostly about what we can create here together and what we're looking forward to in the future. There's not a lot of doing shit outside of the house, just because for a lot of reasons. But anyway, SummerSlam when CM Punk made his fucking return. I never saw that. Like I didn't
Survivor
watch
Series?
Survivor Series. I'm sorry, Survivor Series.
When
I
the show
fucking
ended, when
yeah,
the
I
show ended
fucking
and he came out?
I missed that. Like I saw a TikTok of it today and I saw the crowd's reaction. I was not watching that show. I
Really?
do not know why. I do not know what was going on that I forgot about it, or just maybe I didn't have Peacock and I don't know. But I'm gonna go back and watch that. So because I want to see that. I mean, I've gone back and watched Money in the Bank, the
Money
match
in the
with
Bank
him and
11?
Cena. Yeah, I've
Dude,
gone
that
back.
is the greatest. I've watched that like 45 times.
Yeah, same.
It's the
That's
greatest thing ever.
yeah, and so like I want to see this because I know that Allstate didn't fucking disappoint, dude.
No, it was great.
I know.
Something we were talking about earlier.
Hmm.
Tiffy and Bianca tonight. I saw on Twitter. It was amazing for a TV match, so you might want to check that out.
I will.
Yeah.
I absolutely will. I'm very interested in how much the social network drama is crafted and how much of it is genuine, how much of it is people are like the people that could care aren't going to care because they understand that the outside world is kind of fucked up right now a little bit or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna take it the way that people want them to take it. And even if they did, it'd be a work because they're professionals, you know.
So here's the thing about all that. Obviously, we're talking about Tiffy posted a video slapping Jade, and it had some added sound to it.
What was the sound? I still haven't seen it or heard it. What was it? Because
It was a sound from a movie. I don't know what to
oh my
even
god.
describe it.
Okay.
It was like a bitch slap sound.
Okay.
But nothing was said. But the people that want her canceled are the same people that watch the other show where the announcer has dropped the N-bomb on camera, and the two superstars that we talk about, these little two clowns, they say the derogatory F word toward homosexuals. But that's okay. That's
no
okay.
moral high ground is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, because they're Christian as fuck now.
Oh
those
god,
guys.
whatever. Anyway, I didn't hear it. I just heard people talking about it. So that
Yeah, there was whole like thing on.
I don't like
online.
shit like that. Like I don't like that stuff. I don't like shit like that where it disappears and then you just have to listen to other people talk about it because most of them have no fucking idea what they're talking about, and it's just
and then
that
they embellish
instant
it to be
reaction.
150 times worse.
Yeah, exactly, because they can, because most people are just going to accept that for what it is. Like the narrative will just get passed along. And yeah, I mean, if they went out, look, if it was bad, Like if it was legitimately bad or done in any mean spirit whatsoever, then
She wouldn't have been on TV tonight. Just say that.
no. First of all, she wouldn't have been on TV. Absolutely. Because they would have done the whole we have to do an investigation and we have to do this. First of all. Second of all, if they would have let her on TV, she would have gotten absolutely handed like some serious receipts, and you would have
Mm-hmm.
seen it. And
Yeah.
it could have been a match that would have gotten out of hand.
I
Like
haven't watched it, but
so,
people said it was fantastic.
well, it was look if it was a good match, that means she fucking sold, right?
Right.
So that means they worked together.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, if they're working together and they're doing well, that means guys just calm down a little bit. Like just let life
You got
fucking
worked. You got
yeah.
worked, nerds.
I mean, and if you didn't, if it really was incidental and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'll take it down. Don't worry about it." Um I just believe that if you're professional and respectful and you really want to get past the divisional bullshit, then you can be adults and you can be like, hey, like, can you just take it down? Like that shit kind of like people are pissed about it, or oh fuck, I didn't know. I'm sorry, like I didn't know that would get that
Right.
reaction, and they can handle it in house, and then they can work everybody with it if they want to.
And then it will draw money.
Mhm.
Personal issues draw money.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So,
Oh, and her little fucking gimmick with Naya on the internet, her and
where they dance
Tiffy.
around or whatever, eat
Oh
stuff and
my
dance.
god, fucking Naya. Like I like her, like not being the brute. Like it feels like a Big Show kind of thing, but the flippy floppy. I'm the decimator giant versus I'm the fun loving person, like. But
So you're saying that you like, what is it, Lena Fanene, and you don't like Nia Jax.
yeah, okay, there you go, perfect. We'll go there. We'll go there.
So I was on the Twitter machine. I don't know, probably what time is it? 10, maybe 5 hours ago,
Okay.
and I saw another massive tornado that hit downtown Houston.
Fuck.
Did you see this?
No, but I saw a headline that said it looked like something out of a apocalyptic movie.
So like their baseball stadium down there is a retractable roof, and it was pouring inside. I showed it to my wife, and she said, What's the problem?" I said, "That stadium has a roof in it," and she was like, "Oh my god!" Like I guess the tornado blew through the windows. It was pouring inside the stadium. There's multiples like skyscrapers down there that there's no windows at all.
No
So
fucking way, dude.
yeah, it's bad. Like they said that downtown Houston looks like an apocalyptic.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I said. I saw a
yeah,
headline that said that, but I didn't look into it.
yeah.
Damn.
So like I texted our good friend AWS who lives down there,
Yeah, yeah.
and he sent me a picture of like his neighborhood, nice neighborhood, but the wind took all the paint off of the stop sign. Like that's how powerful
Holy
it was.
fuck, dude.
Um, he said that they haven't had power for over 24 hours. Like
Oh, they won't have power for a
yeah, like
while.
their power lines are the metal just tilted, and it look it's
Dude.
it's horrible. So
Wow.
folks out in that area, you're in our prayers.
Fucking A, dude.
Yeah. And then like this afternoon about 4:45, we had a tornado here. It hit like 1.8 miles from my work. The road I take home, I go down one road, I make a left and go onto a bridge with a ramp, and trees just fell down right in that area, right by our zoo. Um, I don't think anybody.
You guys are getting
Yeah,
flooded the fuck out.
yeah, we have flooding. Now we have tornadoes. It's like it's weird. I was reading what about a month ago we were talking about it with the climate emergency bill that our president can put out and shut down the country like
Mhm.
COVID. It
Yeah,
makes
and
you wonder if all this stuff is man made. Like
it actually wouldn't even be like it wouldn't even have to be them. Like the interesting thing is the fucking the WHO
World Health Organization.
who I don't think most Americans knew anything about until COVID, because they started popping up everywhere around COVID because they were the ones, telling everybody what to do and how to mandate everything. Um, I don't know how much to go into. I don't even know if this will even, like, we might get nobody even get to watch this just because we said that word. And to be honest, that's like the level of what I'm even willing to talk about and let nice fun, because it really is like that where like people are being silenced, and there are people like me that have been talking about the direction that things have been going to anyone that would listen, not through this platform, not like this, but to anyone that would listen for a couple decades, to be honest. Like, just some of the shit that's been signed into law since the time I went into the Marine Corps that I've paid attention to, and some of the things that have been done through presidential decree, and a lot of people are talking about it now, and they're going into CIA documents and they're using TikTok, which is why TikTok has to be shut down if you're the government, because all people are doing is reading out loud declassified CIA documents. That's
Yeah,
it.
that girl just got murdered.
Yep.
That was doing that.
Yep. Yep. So we're at that fucking place. The cool thing to me, again, as someone that I don't know how else to put this. Like, I went from the Rush Limbaugh to Alex Jones pipeline back in mid 2000s, back before anyone really knew who Alex Jones was, and Rush Limbaugh was like at a peak. But Alex Jones would come on after him on the radio station I would listen to, or before him. I don't remember which one. And I was in the military, so like I would listen to them and I'd be like, huh, because when you're in the military,
You're trained.
you see some shit differently. You know how people talk, like in the military, how people train, the language that they use, the phonetics, I guess. People don't understand how powerful language is, and how we use it is it's an indicator of everything to people. Anyway, that's a whole other fucking story.
Offline.
Yeah. So it was always crazy. It was always so crazy, right? People that talked about Obama's birth certificate. Holy fuck, dude. Conspiracy weirdos, blah, 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 blah. People that talked about mind altering, you know, chemicals being used on the population for mind control. Oh my God, you're a fucking idiot, blah, blah, blah. People talking about airplanes putting shit up into the atmosphere and making fake clouds and dropping aluminum on us that's in the powder of confetti. Blah, 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 blah. The earth is flat, blah, 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 blah. Like, and you just keep tumbling down the fucking rabbit hole. But those of us that started this shit decades ago and dove down deep ones years and years and years ago, processed them, came out the other side. Right now is vindicating. It feels like a religious moment. Like it really does. It feels otherworldly. It feels spiritual because the signs have been there for so long. I don't know, man.
So tomorrow in Saudi Arabia, Tyson Fury is going to fight Alexander Usyk. What do you think about that one?
I don't know the dude. Yeah. I don't know the Alexander guy. Maybe I do, and I just don't.
So he was a cruiserweight, and he made his way up to heavyweight, and he beat Anthony Joshua and those guys. Oh. Smaller guy, and then shit. Tyson Fury, he came in the lightest he's ever been. Like,
how old is he now?
Fury, like 36, something like that. Wild.
He might be getting a little punch drunky. I don't know. 35. I don't know who this person is. So. Oh, and by the way, because we never really talked about it, I actually thought that the Canelo fight was pretty good. I thought that kid came out and fought really fucking hard. He did not play around. He didn't come there to lose gracefully. He came out to fucking fight. But goddamn, like Canelo just doesn't give a fuck.
It was this typical guy that is smaller, moving up to fight a bigger man. Just exactly played out exactly how.
Yeah, he couldn't hurt him. He couldn't hurt him. Like he could hit him all the fuck he wanted, but Canelo just kept fucking coming forward. That's what I was saying after like round 4. It's like, dude, he won't stop fucking coming. Now, it made for an exciting fight, but at some point I did ask myself, like, how I don't know. Maybe they all go to decision, right? Like they all fucking go to decision.
Pretty much.
That's the problem for me with his fights. They should have to wear what they probably wear for. Do they wear 12 or 14 ounce at that fucking?
I want to say 12.
Okay.
I don't think they do 10.
No. Anyway, it was a good fight though. It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was good. It's kind of like boxing's been dead for about 6 months, and now you have the
Oh my god. Fight. Oh my god. Oh, I thought you were yeah, that should be interesting. I mean, Tyson Fury is a draw.
And then next month on Netflix you have Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Which how is that even sanctioned? Tyson's 59 years old?
Did you see the footage from the press conference?
Where about getting an erection?
From watching a 16-year-old on fucking YouTube. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, this dude just, and then like the look on his face after he said it when like nobody laughs. It's like, are we really like they're just saying shit like this now, dude.
Look.
When he was 16 years old on YouTube, and I'm sitting there watching him with an erection, I'm like, Mike fucking Tyson, are you kidding me, bro?
57 years old. How is this sanctioned? Like, whose palms got greased to sanction this fight?
Doesn't matter.
Like, come on.
It feels, to be honest, dude, with some of the shit we've already kind of touched on, it feels very apropos. Like you're getting somebody that used to be an icon and just going through the humiliation farm at the end here, begging for money, basically.
It's the essentially Michael Jordan versus Caitlin Clark one-on-one on
Netflix. Except I actually think that would be generally speaking, kind of sportsmanly. Like, I think that would be very entertaining to watch. I don't think this is going to be fucking entertaining, but I think it's going to make a ton of fucking money. And I think that says a lot about where we are. But
in
then
the
again,
entertainment circuit.
but but then again, dude, people have paid for weird shit. I mean, people paid to watch Tanya Harding fucking box, right?
And then like the Faces of Death in the '80s and stuff like that. Like,
Dude, I was talking about that shit the other night for some reason. I was talking about how we used to tape swap those. Like somebody would go fucking use their mom's card or some shit and rent them. It was like going to buy fucking alcohol when you were 19 or something, but you looked older. You know, you look for the kid that looked the oldest. I mean, somebody would get one or their older brother would get it or something, and we'd just fucking swap it around for a day or two, and everybody, we'd fucking watch it. Dude, I watched a couple of those when I was younger, and it fucked with me, man. I don't even like to watch shit like that now.
yeah,
I won't actually. I don't watch shit like that anymore. At this point, I can barely watch horror movies, to be honest. Like,
yeah. We were having this conversation the other day. Like,
yeah, I can barely handle horror movies. Like, I just don't like to see it, man. I just don't need to see humans be fucking desecrated like that. Military movies for some reason feel different, but and then like a lot of the shit I've been watching lately has been kind of like I just watched Troy. I watched Immortals.
Marvel Immortals.
No. The
Oh,
Immortals with Henry Cavill, where it's about Zeus and the Hyperion, King Hyperion unleashes the Titans. It's a little fucking hokey because it's a product of its era. It was trying to look like 300 in a way, you know. Um, I mean, it still looks really cool, but the gods, the characters of the gods, like look ridiculous, and like some of the animation that they used for their movement just doesn't hold up. And the script is kind of boring. It was boring when it came out, and it's still kind of boring now. But I just for some reason I like to watch it. Like I enjoy it. Mickey Rourke does a really fucking good job, and he had this period in there where he did even in Expendables, right? Like when I went to the theater to see Expendables, Mickey Rourke made that movie feel like more of a movie than just the shoot 'em up thing that it was, because he had some really deep scenes where he did some Marlon Brando style fucking acting, you know. He was fucking wild in that movie.
we
Remember,
watched.
remember when he knocked Jericho out?
That was great. I liked The Wrestler. Did you like it?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good movie, man.
Couple of weeks, maybe last weekend, we watched The Beekeeper. Have you seen that yet?
No, that's Jason Station, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Jason Station. I know I'm saying it wrong. I'm saying it wrong on purpose. It's the name we
Like,
call him around here.
I don't want to really spoil it for you.
Oh, please
like,
don't. No.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of. There are probably a handful, but Jason Statham is somebody that I watch all of his movies.
Yeah, like I like Crank and stuff like that.
Oh, dude, Crank is
Yeah.
fucking awesome still to this day. And that dude, when he just fucking rails her right there in Chinatown and everybody's fucking watching
To get his
he
adrenaline
fucking
back up.
oh my god, dude. And the first transporter, I actually liked the second transporter as well. Like
I like him.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
Well,
but like but
he was in The Italian Job too, wasn't he?
yeah, fuck yeah,
that
he
was
was.
great.
Yeah, I'll probably watch Beekeeper. It's just I'll wait until it's somewhere for free, or not for free, but for a subscription that I'm already paying, to go back to what we were talking about. Because like, and you know this about me, I won't pirate anything. Like I just don't. Well, that's okay. That's not true. See, now I got to be honest, because occasionally pay-per-views, I'll do a little website maneuvering, which you know well. But like I don't I like I've always been one of those people, even like Napster was it for me. And
Napster,
LimeWire,
LimeWire, yeah.
dude, LimeWire fucked up like 3 straight computers that I bought. Like just like cuz you would get some of the nastiest viruses on LimeWire, dude.
You'd also get
If
the nastiest porn too.
I was just going to say, if you were downloading porn, which was how you got the viruses, which is funny because it's also how you get viruses. But yeah, no, definitely, dude, because that was, oh my god, that was
Yeah.
such a good era. That was such a good era.
Like
That
I
was
was in college and we would be in like classes and we would just be downloading Napster songs like during our
oh,
classes.
100%, dude,
Uh,
100%.
it's so much fun.
I'd go to before I'd go to class, like, oh, okay, so that was how I started watching Adult Swim shit. Like it's how I got into Space Ghost and Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, because one of my roommates downloaded like a couple episodes of that. So then we started downloading those, and like because you could get fucking anything that somebody would upload from a CD onto their computer and then upload it. Like it was just,
It was awesome.
it was so easy and it was so great. Um, so yeah, we would download like like we'd start a download, and it's how I watched Dave Chappelle's first stand up that he did for HBO in DC. I just showed it to the boys recently, but we downloaded it. So like we all had like 2 classes together in a row, me and my roommates, and we fucking start download, go to fucking class, come back, download's almost done because it would seriously take 5 fucking hours. Oh my god, dude, man, the internet used to fucking suck, bro. Like it used to fucking suck. And I'm not saying it doesn't now. I'm just saying most people don't even like the internet, like the internet as a construct that I remember it being formed as when I look at it now is so unrecognizable because literally there's so much shit on there that like when AOL CDs were still going around, there were like 32 web pages that existed. You know, like we were still populating like the ether that is now the internet. And like I don't know, dude, it's so weird now because it's like I go to 4 websites maybe. Like I don't even like I'm on my phone on apps, but like websites on my computer, like I go to the ESPN fantasy app because or web page because it's much better than the app. Their app sucks, bro. Their app
It's
sucks.
awful.
It's so bad. It's so bad. That fantasy app is trash, boys. Let's get that fixed up. But
Well,
yeah,
if it had gambling on it, it would be great.
fuck that.
Oh, hey, I'm winning. I'm winning this week. Thank you, Paul.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Hey, how did he finish up today? Because you know I turned that fucking game off.
6 innings, 11 Ks, no hits.
Okay, good
And
for
then
him.
they I think he left. It was 8-0, and then they brought in the guy they just called up. He gave up a hit the 7th inning, and then they scored 3 in the 9th. So it was 9-3 Pirates.
I don't know what else I expected. This kind of feels typical for the last like 3 years where the Cubs start off looking like
Injuries.
a promising contender. Yeah, but I mean, who's hurt? You know,
Nico
like
and Dansby.
okay, but Nico's not even on the IL yet. Like he's
They're
only been
talking
out
about putting
3
him on Monday.
days. Yeah, and you do that after he's missed 3 games. Why? Like, why didn't you just fucking do it immediately?
They said during the telecast. I watched like the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. They said
Oh,
that
I watched the fucking 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
the Kyle part. Our broadcasters said that they didn't think that he was going to play this week, like
Yeah.
this series against the Pirates, and then
Yeah.
Monday he would either be reevaluated or get placed on.
Yeah, they were saying on our broadcast that Craig Counsell said earlier today before the game started that there was a chance he would be going on the IL, and it's just like, why are we waiting? Like, what is it about
Money.
the IL that he had, like, just sitting on the bench is somehow good for anybody? Like, put him on the fucking IL. What are we waiting for?
Because he might
Seriously.
not need the whole 10 is what they're thinking is.
He's
They said,
he's already he's already missed 3 games.
yeah, but it's 10, so he'd be out a week. They said I think Matt Capps was doing it, the former closer, today, and he said that Dansby, they had like a 20-minute conversation in the outfield before the game, and
Mm-hmm.
they said that he's eligible to come off, I think, Wednesday or Friday of next week, and he said he doesn't know if he's even going to be back by then.
Yeah, I don't know that he's ready from what it
Yeah.
sounds like. But yeah, I mean, okay. But Dansby isn't, I mean, from a defensive standpoint, maybe. But to be honest, I mean, Master Boney's been hitting in the games he's played. Like,
He didn't have a hit until the Pirate game last week, and then he had like 4.
dude, how fucking cool is it that forever now? So if Skeens turns into the Hall of Famer that you guys just believe he's going to be, even if it's not with you.
Oh, it's not going to be. The 5-year window is now open because him and Jones
Fair
are
enough, dude.
there,
I hear you. So
and,
you
and
just
they're
have
gone.
you can have excitement for the window while still knowing that at the end of it, that window will close. It's okay to understand that. I like that in you as a fan. Good job, buddy. Good job. But the first home run ever hit off of him in his fucking home run in his career, and this will someday be an awesome trivia question, is Miles Master Boney.
Yeah.
Dude, did
They
you hear
enter.
the San Diego Padres announcers like kind of making fun of him?
They said boner or something.
No. They said Miles Masterboni, but they're like, yeah. And now that Michael Bush was up before him, so he's like, now that Bush is out, we get Master Boney. They're like, Brad Hand is no longer with the team, and oh, who's the relief pitcher? Somebody Johnson, somebody with the last name Johnson
Pierce
is,
Johnson.
yeah, Pierce Johnson is on the IL. So Master Boney is solo on this one, which seems
Hilarious.
appropriate. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, that is fucking top
Bravo.
notch, guys. But yeah, no, I mean he's the first because he hit that home run off of him, and then today. I think it sucks that Skeens hasn't had to pitch against somebody else yet. Like he's going to go into his third game before he pitches against anybody other than the Cubs lineup. Like,
The thing I thought he would be better his second outing because you could tell he was juiced up last week, but they interviewed him before the game,
he
and
still threw a lot of pitches, bro.
well, he got jagged on. I think they said 21 calls he got jagged on today.
Is this going to
Today.
be the thing with him, with you Pittsburgh fans, is just that he's going to get the moniker that fucking refs just fucking don't give him calls all the time, and that's how you're going to explain his 9-7 record?
No, he's gonna be like 1-10 with a 0.68 ERA, and the Pirates can't score. But
They
they
scored plenty today, brother.
yeah, well, it's Kyle Hendricks. He's 40. He pitches like he's 60. You know,
I do know. Thank you. I'm very well
but
aware.
he's only 34.
I love Kyle Hendricks. Oh yeah, I know.
I was watching the Ochev stream today when I got home for a minute, and he's
Uh-huh.
like, "Well, Kyle Hendricks is 42," and then somebody's like, "He's 34." I'm like, holy shit! But they interviewed Skeens before the game, and they asked him like, "What adjustments are you going to make?" And all this because you're facing teams. They only had your college film, and now they have major league film. He said, "Well, they still have to hit it. Good luck to them." Like we don't have people like that in Pittsburgh.
Oh well, but you do, and not only that, but he's got the absolutely making me feel like a total fucking creep for the fucking girlfriend that he fucking has with him too, the gymnast. Oh my god,
Really?
dude. And the cool thing is they're all about it. They're all about it. She posted a fucking video on Instagram and shit of him getting the call and her being like, "Where are we going?" Like be in a hotel room, being all cute. And I'm like, "Oh, they are all about that life, man. They're gonna go full social media icon,
Oh,
pairing."
she's the Taylor Swift of baseball now.
Yep.
It's
It's
coming.
going to be like that. It's going to be like
Yeah,
that. I'm very interested to see how Simone Biles does in Chicago because they, went out and grabbed her husband
Jonathan
and
Owens, right?
yeah, and I'm interested to see how that goes because that's a big market and they're all about it, man. They'll promo that shit.
Well, I think Caleb showed up somewhere with some white Instagram model.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, did you see the video that they put out for the schedule reveal?
Mm-mm.
It was like Ferris Bueller themed. It, it
I'll have
was
to check
it
that
was
out.
it was kind of fun actually. And at the end of it, Caleb and the guys get off the bus and they're like, here we are, our freshman year. And I was like, okay, like that's kind of charming. Like I'm kind of getting into it. I told you about how we had the yard sale. Some guy came in and his wife like pointed to a flag that I have hanging up in my garage. It's a Chicago Bears flag, obviously. But he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a season ticket holder, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh god, here we go." Cuz like right now talking about the Bears just kind of like ick like I want to be a fan, but at the same time it sucks so bad to be a Bears fan.
So I can, being a season ticket holder, comment. I saw something on Twitter today. This is fucking mind blowing. If you are a season ticket holder for the Carolina Panthers, it is $639 for season tickets. Like, obviously, probably up top cheapest season tickets. It's going to cost you $992 to watch all of their games. Like, because they split the NFL up where some games are on YouTube, some games are on Netflix. To have all of those subscriptions, it's so much cheaper to go to the actual games.
Oh,
How
that
fucked up
is
is that?
fucking wild. That's like old school like Blackhawks bullshit
Where
back
they
in the
black shit
day.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, dude, it's cheaper for you to come to the fucking stadium. If you really want to see the team, come fucking support them. Like
Yeah.
I'm honestly like I think it sucks? Yeah. But I don't actually think it's a bad message for the team to like to send.
Well, it's
Like
not the team, it's the NFL.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
Like
enough.
here, like we have Christmas at our house. So
Yeah.
I have to get Netflix because the Steelers play the Chiefs on Christmas Day and it's only on Netflix.
Are you
So I'll have
fucking
to get
dude?
Netflix.
I didn't even know that. See, I don't pay attention
Yeah.
to shit like that until it gets close. Like, so
Yeah.
there's a Christmas game that is only on Netflix.
There's two Christmas games, and this is even fucking wilder. Um, December 21st, the Steelers play the Ravens, and then Christmas Day, December 25th, the Ravens play the Texans, and the Steelers play the Chiefs, and they're both on Netflix.
Wait,
Only on
say
Netflix.
that again. The 21st and the
4
20.
days. Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
yeah,
Nuh-uh.
yeah. They
For
play.
real?
They play 3 games in 10 days.
Nuh-uh. How the fuck are they getting away with that? That's not against the fucking bargaining agreement?
The players' union, they got to step up
Well, they can't
because
once the schedule's made.
Christmas
Like,
is on a Wednesday, so they're going to play the Saturday night head to head, and then they play, both teams will play Wednesday, and then they play the Sunday before that. So they're playing 2 short weeks.
whoever loses I actually think both teams that play that. Who was it that you said Pittsburgh and who in the
Pittsburgh
first
plays
game?
the Chief. Pittsburgh plays the Ravens
The
on the
Ravens.
Saturday.
I think both those teams will end up losing
The
Christmas.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they play the Texans. The
I don't
Steelers
think
play
it
at home against the Chiefs.
again, I don't think it matters. I think there's no way that in 4 days. Like I don't understand that. Like I'm not dude, I'm not in the I don't know what commentators are saying about it. I wasn't even aware of it. But my raw reaction to that is that's too much.
It is like
That's too
normally if
much.
you have a 7-day schedule, they have like 2 days off,
Yeah.
right? And now you're going right into pads.
Yeah, they don't
Like
even
10
have
reps to
time
heal.
to. Yeah, when the fuck do they heal?
And it's
Like,
away game. One of them's an
how?
away game
Oh my
too. Like
god, no, dude,
it's fucked
that's
up.
fucked up, dude. They're gonna be so lucky if nobody from
Gets
either
hurt.
team walks away seriously fucked up
Well,
after.
like that brings you to the point. Like, do you start one quarterback one game and the other quarterback the next game?
Then why are we doing it? You don't do that. You don't do that, right? We're not playing fucking double headers in baseball here. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? It's fucking football. Like the like. I
Can you
did.
imagine?
Did I?
It's
I
Christmas.
sent you a video, right, where it was like the guy. It was Colin Cowherd, right, and
Yeah.
he was like Pittsburgh. You know, like if you're Justin Fields looking at that schedule, you're saying I'm gonna get some snaps, and I mean, if you're Pittsburgh and you have that luxury, I mean, maybe, but it still interrupts your fucking flow,
Mhm.
right? Like you're in the NFL. I mean, you know, you're playing like whoever's not hurt, but when you have if you have a potential two quarterback system, you know, competition, and one gets hot, you got to ride the hot hand until they're not hot anymore. Not, you know,
The crazy
injury or
thing,
anything else aside, right?
the crazy thing is that like the Steelers Ravens game are the best physical games of the year, and
Mhm.
then you put them out there again.
I
It's
couldn't
wild.
believe when you told me that they stacked all of the division games at
The
the end of
last
the
7 weeks, yeah.
year. That is because that division is fucking brutal.
Even worse, their first bye week is week 3. Like I don't understand. Like give them a bye week before that or something. Like it's fucked up.
Well, that division is brutal. Like when you're looking at those teams on paper, like that division is got to be the best division in football. Like
Right
hands
now, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, going into this season,
Yeah.
it's the best division in football. It probably, I mean, it might have been the last 2 years. You know, like I don't know. Pittsburgh's been dragging behind, but no, I think Pittsburgh's got that's the thing. It's going to come down to attrition, like 100%. Like whoever weathers that storm is going to end up moving on, and they're probably going to be better for it. Honestly, like
Yeah, it's
it
a
kind of
rally.
it kind of makes me want to say that whoever wins that division is just going to go like on a fucking tear. But when you're that worn out, you just get got right. And if you got
Mhm.
another team that is a better, well, who's going to be better rested? That's the thing. I mean, I'm sure everybody has stretches in this schedule where it turns to shit. Obviously, Pittsburgh is getting the worst of it, which
Well,
again
Baltimore too.
well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Baltimore's getting
Yeah.
shafted for sure. Like, yeah, and they're in the same boat, right? So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's fair. Baltimore too, which
Yeah.
sucks because they are. I
They
don't
were the
know.
1 seed last year.
Yeah, I just don't like Kansas City.
But you're also playing in weather conditions in Pittsburgh and in Baltimore too, so that could be injuries as well.
Dude, can
It's
you
just
imagine though? The ratings are going to be fucking insane. I'm
You
telling you
think?
right now, the ratings are going to be fucking insane. Yeah, because you're basically like, think about like when you stretch it out. Are the division games, the rivalry games, are they more fun no matter what? Yeah, of course. But when it's fresh,
Yeah, that's
when
true.
it's fresh,
Do the Bears
and
like
like
that too?
I don't know, dude. I honestly didn't even look here. You know what? I'm gonna pull it up real quick because I actually want to come like
I wonder if they did that for the ratings with everybody.
give me a video, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, like, and that's the other thing. Like, media is not accessible. Like, you type in Bears schedule and it takes you everywhere else.
So we've got here. I'm just gonna go through this now. We've got Buffalo, week 1, week 2, Cincinnati, week 3, Kansas City. What the fuck? Our first 3 games are Buffalo, Cincinnati, and Kansas City. Oh no,
Preseason.
those are preseason.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Okay, week 1 is the Titans. Week 2 is Texans. Week 3 is Colts at Colts. That could be fun actually. Rams, Panthers, Jaguars. Week 7 is the bye. Week 8 we've got Commanders, Cardinals, Patriots, Packers,
They go to
Vikings.
London, don't they?
Oh yeah. Who do we play in London? I did see that. Who do we play in
Jacksonville, I think.
London? Yep.
Jacksonville.
Hot. Yeah. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Nice. So yeah. So we
And
get to week.
it's a Bears home game too.
So yeah, I
That's a
know.
Bears home game.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, dude. No, you have no idea. Because like I said, we do a group, right? So it's eight tickets, 8 games get split. So somebody's losing a game this year for their for their, and they probably have to pay for it, to be honest, because I don't think that the prices were adjusted to say
Of course not.
that. Yeah, well, fuck no. Okay, so we get all the way to week 11, and then it goes Packers, Vikings, Lions. Fuck. Then the 49ers, then the Vikings, Lions, then the Seahawks,
Packers.
and then we end with the Packers. Holy shit.
Like Steelers, 3 of their first 4 are away. At Atlanta, at Denver. They come home for the Chargers and then go to Indy. Like, how does this make sense?
Wait, hey, hold up. So we play on the 16th, which is a Monday night. This is how we end the season, okay? We play Monday night, then we play Sunday, then we play Thursday. Oh,
Fucked up.
dude, what the fuck? And then the Packers, so week 18 is still TBD.
Well, because they're gonna schedule for the playoff implications.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Remember how they
Well,
did that?
I can't fault them. I can't fault them. So wait,
So,
do we have 2 Thursday night games?
yeah, they're on 4 times or 5 times on prime time. So they probably have a couple Thursdays, a Monday, and a Sunday.
Well, I already saw the Monday, and then I've seen 2 Thursdays now. And then the Sunday that is in London is an 8:30 a.m. game. So that's technically a
Bullshit.
yeah. Um yeah, Sunday night week 2 against the Texans. That's a Sunday night game. So
So
week 2.
November 17th, they play Sunday against the Ravens. Oh my god. Then week 12, they play Thursday against Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Then they play the following Sunday against Cincinnati, the
Okay.
following Sunday against Cleveland, the following Sunday against the Eagles. Then they play Saturday against the Ravens, Wednesday against the Chiefs, and then it could be a Saturday game against Cincinnati to finish the season. They fucked them hard.
It's brutal, dude. It's fucking brutal. I don't know how I feel about ending in Lambeau. Like
And even on
oh my god, it's to be able that's wait. Yeah, I mean that's too
even on like their schedule, it says Netflix, so it's not going to be broadcast locally. Normally
didn't
they put
we
the ESPN games and stuff on
didn't we end the
ABC.
season at Lambeau last year? Like isn't that like aren't they
Yeah,
just doing the same thing again?
could be. Yeah, they did because that was for the Packers to get in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why everybody turned on Justin Fields.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I don't. I've said that, and I believe it, and I think most Bear fans would agree. He had an opportunity to prove something, and he didn't fucking do it. So we moved on, and think the Bears for doing that. Honestly, I'm glad they did. It doesn't really matter how it turns out until it turns out.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. And the media is only posting completions. They're not throwing anything like Caleb does bad in practice, which is wild.
I have a feeling that they're gonna they're gonna see an opportunity to love the guy right up until they can stab him right in the fucking back and
Yeah.
destroy
Well,
him.
that's what
Like,
the media does.
oh yeah, but with Caleb, they have a monster waiting to be created because he clearly loves the spotlight.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Oh, yeah.
loves the spotlight. But
You
he's
know what
got
though? That
you
that
know.
might be good for him
Oh, I
because
think
he
it
can
will be.
handle it.
Yeah, I think it
Like
will
that's
be.
how, like Sid when he came to Pittsburgh, he was already a media darling, so he knew how to handle it. Like
Yeah.
you watch that dude just walk into the building and there'd be an open garage door and he still enters the entrance door. Like just business.
Dudes, and I always kind of slighted on Sid because I thought Jonathan Taves was as good and just overlooked because of Sydney. But that was just bitter Hawk fan bullshit.
I
He
told
he
I told the Penguins GM to draft Tays over Jordan Stahl.
he told me that
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, and I think that I mean, look again, Jordan Stahl. There's nothing wrong with Jordan Stahl, but Jonathan Taves, I thought he was on par with him, and I felt like he was kind of like the little brother, and he was the opposite of Sid because he was not a media darling by
No.
any stretch. He's super awkward, super quiet, very shy,
He's
and
the
he got
Malkin.
yeah, and he got the nickname, Captain Serious, and
Mhm.
and he took it seriously.
And then
And
Kane was Showtime.
Kane was Showtime. But Kane Kane was under Kane got put on a leash. Like when it came to the media and stuff, Kane got put on a leash in order to save his career because Kane almost threw his career away, you know,
In Buffalo.
because of yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so he was kept he had a good the thing I will say that I have to assume about Patrick Kane is that he found or had good people around him and maybe had a few bad eggs at one point, but he had the right people around him to keep him on a good path to help him stay smart, and he eventually just became a good guy as far as everybody knew. But yeah, the media was just very he was on a short leash with the media.
Mhm.
But man, it didn't matter because he was Showtime. When the lights were rolling and the game was on the line, he fucking did it. But
Well, that's
yeah,
like
no.
our quarterback here. He had the rape charges, and then
Oh, Ben.
yeah,
Yeah, that was weird. That story is still so weird to me.
so I bring that up because of the parallel that's going on in baseball right now. You have the guy that's down in
With
Mexico throwing like 7 innings, 13 strikeouts. Nobody can touch his hit, and nobody in baseball will sign him.
no. So I saw him today. Actually, I can't believe we're talking about this because I just saw this before we went. When you were texting me, I was reading an article that Trevor, fucking wrote like a thing, a post of his own, and he was just like, it's not like the players want him. The teams could get him for. He said he would play for the league
Minimum.
fucking minimum,
Yeah.
like but anytime a GM, it's like any GM would kill to be the GM to get him. You know that. Like if you're a team that can compete right now, what the fuck are you doing? But the owners won't fucking budge. And
Great.
his question in this post was, who's telling the owners? Why are the owners all deciding that I can't
It's
be
the
signed?
commissioner because he challenged him multiple times.
And he was right.
He was right, and then they threw the bullshit out, and now he can't
No,
get a job.
the truth about it is that when he spoke out about being um like before the trial, and he went on interviews to try and clear his name, he said a lot of shit. He said a lot of shit. He said a lot of conspiracy theory shit. He said a lot of
Well,
just not
he was also filming the vlog while they were doing all the testing and stuff during COVID,
right.
and
Yep.
that got him in deep shit.
Yes, it did. Right. And so now you have the opportunity to do it. I mean, it's just being done. And the thing is he got quiet because he wants to go back to Major League
Hmm.
Baseball.
They don't
Like,
want him.
no. And it's fucked up because like on the flip side, Aaron Rodgers right now is done.
Oh,
He considers himself retired and now he's got the gloves off because he got run through the mud with the vaccine and just absolutely run into the fucking dirt. And the ivermectin stuff with Joe Rogan, he got run into the ground with that.
and now
And
McAfee show.
yeah, and then the McAfee stuff,
Yeah.
and then that happened, and now he's just full on. Like, I'm gonna be honest here, and it's we were talking about it earlier, and we were kind of touching on some of it, but I get really uncomfortable. I'm gonna be completely honest, dude. When I start going into stuff that I normally don't talk about, like I get tremors and I get like clenched muscles and stuff. Like it's kind of fucked up. Um so like I have to stop and stretch. Like I don't know if you noticed it, but I was doing it. Like I got to this point where I was like cuz I was like really clenched up and I started to tremor and shit. But um seeing people like Aaron Rodgers, who I've hated forever because I'm a fucking Bears fan and he owns Soldier Field, or like, but to see a dude who has a lot to lose, right? And they tried to drag him through the mud with his family when his family wanted to be reality TV stars, and he didn't want to participate. um, and he got drugged through the mud on that one, and then now the vaccine stuff and everything else, blah 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 blah. We're back here, but he's not shying away from it. He's like, you know what, fuck it. Like it's time to start having some conversations. It's time to start, and I like to see people that have platforms be called, if you will, to speak on some of these things because, um, you know, that's what we're supposed to do. People need to be able to talk. Like,
But that's the problem.
shouldn't
Those are
be.
issues. It will. Right.
It shouldn't be. It
Right.
shouldn't be. Like if we're capable of having the thoughts, we should be able to fucking express them. And then in the theater of conversation, we determine which thoughts are worthy of further scrutiny, and we throw out the things that aren't worthy of further scrutiny. Like that's how you should formulate things. Not we've decided that this is the information that you should have, and anybody that tells you should have other information is somehow a Russian agent. Like it like that shouldn't be a fucking narrative, dude. Because if you're being talked to by a legitimate Russian agent and you don't know it, then like maybe you have some belief structures already inside of you that primed you to be seduced and not be able to see through it. Like, let's just be real. Fuck. Fuck. It hasn't. Anywho, I love it. I love that they're out there showing people that have wanted to speak out about a lot of shit but couldn't because people would say they're fucking crazy, man. like, like fuck. Like that's like I said earlier, that's what it was like. That's what it was like. That's what it's always been like. I mean, look what, like, and not to say that Alex Jones, like, you can think Alex Jones is the biggest piece of shit in the world. I legitimately don't care. I've never met him. I don't know the man. I've listened to him for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours over the course of my life, but I haven't listened to everything he's ever said because that would be impossible. He's been on the air for fucking ever. And there's always the chance that he's really fucking Bill Hicks and he's a fucking CIA agent who fucking, blah blah blah. It's all there, dude. I've heard it all. So we can not throw the baby out with the bathwater. But to watch him, a person who, like, if you don't see people like that as martyrs, like, and this is where I go with Trump too. I don't like Trump either, people. Mike, I don't like Trump. I never liked Trump. When he first stood up for the first Republican debate, my mother-in-law texted me that night because she figured I would be voting Republican, even though at that point I had voted libertarian 2 elections in a row. But she's like, "Oh my God, what do you think of Trump?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a fucking sideshow just to distract people." There's 11 or 9 people, whatever it was at that time. I had no idea, right? Like, don't like him, don't care. But if you can do to the president what they're doing to the president, and we can all have to witness it while they're doing what they're doing to all of our social media, our internet access, our medical information, and mandating of vaccines and shit like that, and all the things we were talking about earlier. If people like at the top of the spectrum, like Aaron Rodgers, can say, "Hey, like, I will forego, I will lose every sponsor gone, don't care," like, just need to say this shit because people need to fucking hear it. They need to hear it from people that have something to lose. It's, I think it's awesome. So I pat him on the back. Because hearing it from some asshole like me who nobody fucking listens to anyway, it means nothing. That's why everybody who's ever listened to me say anything just kind of moves on with their life. And I keep going, finding someone else to talk to. There you go, buddy.
It's a lot to digest.
Love.
Love one
That's
another.
that's the answer. Love is the answer. It's always the answer.
Love everyone except for Too Sweet Me, bra.
Except for Too Sweet Me, bro. That's a great way to fucking close it, bro. Fucking great way to close it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Too
Fuck
Sweet
you.
Me, bro.
Fuck you, man.
Dude, I really hope nobody actually watches this and like finds this person. That'd be terrible. We've like really called it out.
Karma. It's a bitch.
Fair enough.
Be sure to like, subscribe, comment.
That
We'll
may be the
back.
first time is that the first time you've ever said that
I
at the
think
end?
so. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And we also have a referral code if you want to do this for yourself. So click on that shit and join.
Peace out, bro.